Welcome back, and today we're doing like a channel update, community questions answered. I kind of give you a little synopsis of what's going to happen in the future because spring 2020 is coming to an end, so I definitely have to adapt for like about a week and a half where, we're not going to have those weekly animes to talk about. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. So today I'm gonna give kind of like a channel update, answer some of the questions I was asked over on my TikTok, and kind of give an update because there's an anime called Appare-Ranman. I think it was like a really underrated anime this season. It got delayed due to everything that's going on around the world, but when I was looking up my summer of 2020 schedule, see what animes are coming, I saw that Appare-Ranman was coming back July 24th. Now, speaking of summer of 2020 anime season, that video is probably going to go up tomorrow. I definitely gotta work out my schedule and see what's going on. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Summer of 2020 is looking really hyped. I'm excited about that. But let's go ahead and get to the questions that I was asked over on TikTok. And again, let me remind you, if you want your questions answered, it doesn't matter if it's gaming, anime, life, it doesn't really matter. Any questions you have, just go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And whenever I make another one of these videos, I will try to get to it. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So one person asked if I have a spray tan. Now, I will say I was born in Cuba, so I have a tan is natural, okay? It's one of the best tans in the world, but I do have something called vitiligo. And as you can see, I have, kind of patches, different color all over my hands. You can see them in my eyes. And, vitiligo is not contagious. It's not dangerous. I'm not going to die or anything like that. But there's not really a cure for it. There's treatments. I got them a couple years back, but it didn't really work. So yeah, it's no big deal. It's just I lose pigments. My immune system is attacking like the pigments in my skin. So I just lose color in my skin. No big deal. But yeah, next question is, have I seen an anime called Radiant? And I made a TikTok about this because I was asking my community if I should keep going because I saw the very first episode, and I'm talking about when the anime first came out. So what, like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago? It's been a while. So I saw the first episode and I thought it was okay. I mean, it really wasn't calling me out. I really wasn't that interested in it. That's why I was kind of talking to the anime community over on my TikTok to see, if it's really as good as people make it out to seem. And a lot of people were kind of, vouching for it. So it's definitely on my watch list. I have to go back and watch it. But yeah, I've only seen episode 1. So yeah, I will put that as a no. Now, the next person asked if I have seen Future Diary, and that I have. I've seen all the episodes. Great death battle anime. So if you have not seen Future Diary, definitely go check it out. It is kind of on the older side, but it's great. I believe it's like 24 episodes. I mean, I can't quite remember, but what I do remember is my girl Yuno. I mean, she's probably the craziest anime girl in the world. I mean, her stalker level is over 9,000 for sure. But yeah, if you have not seen Future Diary, definitely check it out. For as far as this question, yes, I have seen it. I loved it. I love death battle anime, so yeah, definitely seen that one. Next we have what is my favorite RPG? Now, I love playing games, and I will have to say my favorite RPG will have to be Final Fantasy VII, the original one. I like Final Fantasy Remake, but I really didn't like the ending. But as far as the original Final Fantasy VII, yes, I definitely love that one. Now, if you want to get into more recent RPGs, like maybe this generation, I would say my favorite RPG is kind of really torn between Persona 5 or Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, regarding as which ones I played the most, I will have to give it to Divinity. I mean, I played Divinity at least 2 or 3 times on consoles alone. I got the platinum on PS4. I played it when it came out on PC originally, so I beat it then. Then I bought it for PS4, got the platinum, and that required 2 playthroughs. And then on top of that, I went and streamed it on Twitch, which the link is going to be down there if you want to see that playthrough and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely played Divinity Original Sin to the most, so I'm gonna definitely give it to that one for this generation. But if I had to pick one overall, like across my whole life, it would have to be Final Fantasy VII. Now, the next person asked if what are my top 10 anime of all time. Now, I don't think I'm going to say my top 10 in this video. I think that definitely deserves a own video by itself. But I will say number 10 on my list, I will have to give it to One Piece. And the reason for that is, I mean, I've been watching One Piece since it was on episode like about 380, maybe episode 400. So I've been watching One Piece for a very, very long time. And I don't think there's quite any anime that can go for that stretch of a time, telling the same story and actually keep people entertained for that amount of time. So yeah, I would definitely give my number 10 spot to One Piece. Now for my full top 10 list, we're probably gonna hold out on that till, I don't know, maybe I get 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, or let's say 50,000 on TikTok. Maybe whichever happens first, I'll release that on its respective platform. But yeah, let's see what happens with that. But yeah, for my top 10, the number 10 spot, I'm gonna give it to One Piece. The other 9 spots, we're gonna have to wait to find that out. Now, lastly, somebody asked, what is the best action and isekai in my opinion? Now, I don't know if they meant like what is the best action and then what is the best isekai, or best action and isekai. So I'm gonna kind of break that question down, right? So if it was up to me, in my opinion, what is the best action, I will have to give that to Attack on Titan. I mean, I love that anime. It's absolutely great. The storytelling, the action, the animation, the music, everything is just amazing. And if you have read the manga, you know it's about to go down. That's why I am really excited about season 4, because it's gonna be the end of the series. It's gonna be great. I mean, it's gonna be next level. So if I have to just pick an action one, it will have to be Attack on Titan. Now, if we're going to go into the isekai route, okay, I will have to say my favorite isekai will be No Game, No Life. And I just love Sora, all the characters. I mean, it has comedy. The main characters are OP. I mean, next level OP. They're just crazy. And for 12 episodes, it tells a really awesome story. I love the story. And then if we get into the movie, No Game, No Life Zero, I love the movie. Very emotional. And honestly, I love a good underdog story. And that's what it is with No Game, No Life. You know, Humanity, or however they're called, they're really kind of like the bottom of the bottom. And Sora and his sister kind of bring Humanity back up to, like, you know, that status. I mean, they definitely get on that board. And, you know, they're in there to fight and win. So that's why I would say my favorite isekai, in my opinion, will have to be No Game, No Life. Now, if we're talking about combining the two genres, right? If we're talking about best action isekai, I will have to give that to the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Now, this anime was one that I definitely put off for a very, very long time. I mean, I think season 1 was like halfway over before I even started watching it because of the name. And honestly, after I saw the first episode, I can't believe I was missing out on this. So that time I got reincarnated as a slime will have to be my, you know, my best action / isekai out there. But yeah, those are going to be the questions for today. If you want to get your questions answered, just like I said earlier, put them down in the comments below. And obviously when I put this on TikTok, you know, and they see that, I'm going to get more questions over there. So I think about once a month I'm going to do these, or maybe when I get a break between anime seasons. We'll see how it goes, right? But yeah, like always, let me know what you thought of this video. If you want to see more, just go ahead and leave me a comment down there. But yeah, I will see you again on the next episode.